All right, guys, what's up? We're back with another episode of Sequence. I'm your host, Trevor Plouffe, and today I have a very special guest, one of my buddies from way back when, an 818 guy, 3-time All-Star, 1-time World Series champ, just a ball player. We got Mike Moustakas. What's up, my man? How you doing?
What? Good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you coming here and talking hitting a little bit with us.
Always, man. Thanks for having me. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, so I reached out to you and I said, hey, man, I want to run through a few at-bats with you. And you sent over a couple of bats that you like to look at or just highlights that you go back and kind of check where you're at with your swing. And I just want to know why these two clips.
Yeah, honestly, the first one was a home run I hit back in 2014. And it was just more of a memorable home run for me. It was in front of all my friends and family in the postseason against the Angels. It was awesome. So, and you can see over the time from where I was at then till the next at-bat, which is in another postseason game, you can see the amount of change that I've gone through, just like you went through in your career, of where we start and, where we got to where we're at now. So it's pretty cool to see the road and the journey that has become, my stance and swing kind of.
I've always loved your swing. It's you simplify things, and for a power hitter, that doesn't happen too often, in which you are 180. I got it up right here, 182 home runs. So nice. You're closing in on 200.
Yep.
Which is a feat in itself. But yeah, you've always been a real quiet guy at the plate, a guy that's able to generate power without a lot of movement, and not a lot of guys are able to do that. Is there someone that you learned from, like who kind of taught you your swing? Where did you take inspiration from?
Yeah, I was always kind of taught myself how to hit when I was younger. I'd go to hitting coaches, and my dad would always just want someone just to flip me the ball so I can, work on things. And my uncle was a major league hitting coach for a long time in the big leagues with the Rangers, the Mets, and the Reds. So, I got a lot of great instruction from him. Got to hang out with some Major League Baseball players when I was a kid. Got a bat boy when the Mets would come to town. So. He kind of helped me out a lot in that regard. And, my dad was always out there, working with me, getting me better. So it was always had a lot of coaching, a lot of people to help me out.
Yeah. I love it. You're very grounded in your swing. You don't have a huge leg lift. I tried to emulate your swing a lot. I don't know if you knew that, but maybe I was a big leg lift kind of guy, which got me in trouble. Because if you're not on time with that front leg, you're done. So, It's funny, a lot of people think during, sports, not so much nowadays, but back when we were a little bit younger, like you couldn't talk to the other team or this or that. But it's funny, you get to third base and we'd be talking about hitting or, how's everyone doing, where we're going to dinner tonight, that kind of stuff. But it always got back to baseball and always, got back to, hitting, and then we'd go to dinner the next night or whatever and talk about it. So it was always fun learning from you and getting to know what you're working on and trying to work on that with me too. Yeah, I love it. All right, let's get into this first clip. So let's set this up a little bit. This is your first postseason. This is 2014. This is the ALDS. It's game 1.
Correct.
In Anaheim. And a funny tidbit about this, I am in the stands for this.
That is awesome. I remember you telling me that now. That's cool.
Yeah, so Willingham went over from the Twins to the Royals,
right.
And he was in town, and we just wanted to catch up with everyone. So he left me tickets. I was up there in the stands, got to see this in person. So this is a really cool bet for me to watch too. But let's set it up. I think this is the top of the 11th, and the game is tied, and you're leading off the inning. So let's press this and start going here.
Yeah.
Do you remember Salas at all? Fernando Salas is the pitcher. Do you remember anything
did.
about him, like walking up into this at bat?
I just knew he was loved to get to his changeup. So there's certain counts. I'm pretty sure it was 1-1 was a big, heavy changeup count. So, you're trying to get on base, try not to do too much right here. I think I'm hitting either 8th or 9th. So I was trying to get back to the top of the order. I was coming off of a pretty bad season in which I got sent down. So I wasn't, trying to do too much other than find a way to get on base. And you said this earlier before we were talking. Best pitch in baseball right here, ball 1.
Ball 1. So, yeah, we're starting the at-bat off here. And first pitch, where I'm not going to spoil anything, but it looks like you're auto-taking.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The best pitch in baseball for a hitter is that fastball ball one.
You said it.
So now you're 1-0, and I think later in your career, you're a little younger here. I think you're looking to drive the ball pretty much every pitch. But you said at this at bat, you're looking to get back to the top of the lineup. So 1-0 here.
You see the numbers right there. It's 212 with like 15. So it's just a rough season. Got sent down, and that's another reason why this is a very memorable at bat for me. I felt like this gave me a lot of confidence. Going forward with the rest of my career, this at bat right here, just because I knew I could get the job done in clutch situations and big time situations, and it was just such a memorable at bat to be able to come up and do this in your home city.
Yeah, we're going to see a difference in hitters here. So you have the 1-0 count here, and I can see where in your mind you're like, hey, this guy, there's no way this guy's going to groove me a fastball right here. Right. So there could be a little bit of indecisiveness. So we got the pitch.
Yeah.
That was another auto take, because that is a pitch that I've seen you drive out of the ballpark many times right there.
Yeah, I let it go, and I was like, that might have been the one right there. That could have been it. So,
but now
it's all good.
Yeah, but now you're 1-1, and you've seen 2 fastballs. And as a hitter, I think we're always like, all right, this guy just challenged you with the fastball. There is no chance he's going to come back with another heater.
Absolutely. Very rarely do you get 3 fastballs in a row in an at bat. And it's funny you say that, because it's funny I say that because the next at bat is the exact opposite. Right here, I think he's a high changeup guy, 1-1. It's like a changeup split. It's a really good pitch. And you said 1-1. He's a big percentage guy off speed. I believe so. I'm not 100% positive, but anything over 65, 75, or 65, 70%. It's kind of a red zone count for me, and that's like, all right, I'm gonna hunt this pitch in this count, and a lot of times you get it, sometimes you don't, and it's kind of baseball.
Yeah. I love that. I tell people that all the time. I say, with all the numbers they're bringing to you on a daily basis in baseball, it's your job to sift through those numbers. So you're saying here you had the counts, you had the charts, you had his percentages, and you saw that on the 1-1 count, his changeup stuck out to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Little foreshadowing.
It's going to be a changeup. So you get to that count, and I was still out in front of it a little bit, but when I'm trying to hit off-speed pitches and I'm sitting on them, I look for a fastball out over the plate, just because, you probably did it too. Anytime you get that off-speed pitch and you're sitting on it, you're swinging automatically.
Yeah.
And so I tried to always hunt like a fastball up out over the plate when I'm sitting on a changeup, so I just stay on it and drive it out, kind of like I was able to do right there. Kept my hands back.
I like that.
Got through it.
Yeah, because if you're just straight sitting on a changeup and you're cheating the whole entire way, there's a lot of times you're just going to pull that ball foul. You might roll it over.
In the dirt. But if you're still trying to get a good pitch.
Yeah, if you're keeping that in there and you're saying, I'm going to get a fastball out over the plate, that kind of keeps everything online. And let's go back to that pitch. We kind of rushed through it. So 1-1, you got changeup in your head, but you're still thinking, hey, if that fastball, I can still drive it the other way. And here it comes.
Exactly.
And you turned on it, bro.
Yeah.
85 miles an hour. I love that kind of changeup because it's not too far off of his fastball. And you're stoked right there. You got all the family in the stands. These two guys are going nuts.
Oh, yeah. The boys went crazy.
The boys are going nuts. Game 1, put everyone ahead. And everyone knew at that point, the Royals got a lead on you. Game was over. Yeah,
it's over. It's over going to that bullpen.
I got to ask, I've watched this clip now, and I got to ask you, who is this guy?
Who's that guy right there?
Who'd you just high five?
Oh, that's one of the guys I met in spring training a couple years back. He is a special needs guy, and he's awesome. He's such a cool dude.
Okay.
Always comes to spring training games and hangs out. Right next to the dugout. He's an awesome guy. So he gave me a high five right before when I was on deck, right before I went up to hit, and I was like, dude, I saw him. He was super happy. I kind of went over and gave him a high five, dude. I was stoked.
I love that. They're gonna show some replays here. The pitch is middle, but it's down. It's not an easy pitch to do what you just did on it.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for too, though. That's the changeup I wanted. You're not looking. you're not looking to pull it. You get that. Yeah, I wasn't psyched. I wasn't stoked or anything right there, dude. You're not looking to pull it. It's just you get that pitch, and it's what happens when everything's on time and correct. And it's one of those really good feelings. You got it, and it ended up actually barely getting out of there.
Yeah, because now there's the yellow line there, but before there was, you just had to hit it over. But I like what you said there, because if you're looking to pull that ball, chances are you might hit a line drive over the first baseman's head, maybe, but you're not driving the ball like that.
No, I'm gonna hit it right at Albert, and he's gonna step on first base, and there's one out in the top of the 11th. So,
all right, let's see some more angles here if they got. Beautiful ballpark. Yeah. I mean, you're an LA guy.
Made my debut there also, so I was.
And a young Mikey. We got to look at right here. You got a little mullet going on, or is that like a mohawk thing?
It was a mohawk. It was what Haas was repping. Everyone was repping it back then. I don't know.
I love it. That's Baby Moose right here.
That's back in the day.
Hey, this is 6 years ago now.
I know.
And you're still rocking and rolling, hitting homers, man.
Crazy. Very, very fortunate and happy to be doing what I'm doing. That's for sure.
I love it. Well, I appreciate you coming in and talking with us about this at bat. Let's flip it to at bat number 2.
No doubt.